This is exactly what happened when Stalin and the Gestapo Nazis took over Germany. It's the same situation right now. It's the same situation with the local news trying to enforce these Gestapo techniques of trying to say that this rally in Virginia, with these supporting of the Second Amendment, and they're saying that they're gun nuts. They're radicals. They're not. All they want to do is trying to defend and protect this country, and now they're saying
it's our constitutional right
right.
that was given to us by our founding fathers, and it simply says, I mean, I'm calling for the impeachment. I'm calling for the removal of the Virginia governor, because
Right.
it simply says if you infringe on the Second Amendment, that's a federal offense. Like, you're not supposed to be doing things like that. And this guy's getting by with it because he's got the Democrats that are running around that are supporting this. And it's like, it's so stupid, because it's like, even if you're a Democrat or a Republican or a conservative or whatever, we all have the right to bear arms. You don't have to. That's not your right. I mean, that's not your, you're not mandatory to carry a weapon, but it's your right. And it's just like the other Americans' right. Just like me as a veteran, I fought for our country and our rights. And now I come home, and then here we are, got a state that's saying we're going to take away your gun rights. Like, are you kidding me right now? What do you think we fought for? One of the reasons we fought was to keep our rights, to keep terrorists from coming into our country. I mean, this is crazy.
They need to go back to the revolution, because remember, the revolution was taken over by the militia, and we had to have militia to defend this country, to take our country back away from King George, who
We're trying to
was.
get away from England. I mean.
King George was a Gestapo, just like Hitler was. No different. We've had think about this. We had Caesar. We have had the Roman Empire fell down. We've seen what was going. We've seen the go back to Israel, the Israelites versus the Roman Empire. It goes way back. It goes centuries and centuries and centuries. This country's only 200 years old, and we're seeing the same kind of nonsense with social media, with the fake news media I talked about. George Stephanopoulos, and you got David Muir. I call him David Mule. He is a mule. I mean, think about it. You got to pull him to actually get him moving and to do the right thing here. And David Mule, you have to. Mules are very stubborn, and they're not very smart either. And that's what these people are in the news media right now. I only call them news media. I call them info base and info dudes.
That's what they don't understand. Even these fake news, for everything that they do, for every way that they destroy our country, they act like they're safe from it. Mm-hmm. Like if they ended up pushing the agenda to take away our weapons, I mean, of course there's going to be a revolutionary war, because you got men and veterans and patriots that are not going to allow you to take their guns. It's just not going to happen. It never happened in the past, and it's not going to happen today. But these same fake news people are pushing this agenda. And then when you got the people showing up at their door, taking their guns, they're going to look at themselves in the mirror and say, wow, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I should have, quit pushing this fake. Bad things are going to happen, and it's going to affect them too. I don't know why they act like everything, all this agenda that they're pushing, all this crazy stuff that they're saying out here is not going to affect them. They act like it doesn't affect them, but it's going to. It's going to affect all of us.
Right.
So, they better wake up. They better wake up, because it's just terrible. I've never in my life, growing up, ever seen our country so backwards right now. It's just, and it's all because of the news. I have no love for CNN whatsoever, and I call them out. I don't care. Nobody likes CNN. I think they're the fakest news out there. They're terrible. They're terrible.
Those like PMSNBC too. I call them MSNBC, PMSNBC. You got Rachel meow. I mean, this is a I mean, I'm calling them out on it. I don't. We don't hold back here. Again, we mentioned Coca-Cola. We mentioned Marlboro. We mentioned Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Cadillac, and Target and Macy's. This is what we do here in this program. No commercials. We put it out there, and if they don't like it, that's too darn bad because it's called freedom of speech. And these news media need to know about this because this is why we've been on here for 10 years. And this is why we go when we put a guest on, it doesn't matter if it's a celebrity guest, it doesn't matter if it's an author, it doesn't matter who it is. We respect them. We are respectful for the person, and we let them talk the issues that need to be talked about and discuss this exactly the same way because this is the only way to get the truth out there. I mean, I took an oath, by the way, from my honor guard commander, my VFW post 2995. My honor guard commander, I took this oath. I said, I want to report the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. I got sworn in to do that by my honor guard commander, holding the Bible and the Constitution. And my left hand, I had the Constitution. My right hand had the Bible. I got sworn in to do that by my honor guard commander for being a broadcaster. I got sworn in to do this.
That's hey. And so so you're sworn to tell the truth. And that's what you do. And I mean, there's no Americans can tell the truth. The only ones that don't know, and that's why if you look now I mean, things are slowly changing. I really do see things changing. I see a lot more black conservatives. I see a lot more Latino conservatives. They're coming out. They're starting to see
absolutely.
that President Trump is doing a great job and that he's actually for the people. And it's just still the news is showing their agenda, is still showing them, but they're losing this war. I mean, they're not going to win. Trump will win 2020. That's the guarantee.
I know, and they're making a big deal about this impeachment thing. You know, it's just that they don't realize that the Senate has all the power, and the Congress is powerless right now. We hold all the cards. We have all the aces. They have nothing. And that's the thing that the news media won't even tell you about how to count cards in the casino. I mean, who has the control of the casinos? The House does. Well, it's like the Senate right now has control of the power right now. They do. It's like I said, it's the same thing as the card holders at the casinos. They have the power. They have all the control. They have all the power. You know that. I mean, it's not a rigged system. It's not rigged at all. This is something that has to be done because this is what we voted for. And there's going to be a big, huge landslide in this November. Did you know in Texas alone? And there's 14 congresswomen in the state Congress who are in Texas who are running for Congress. And these are state board people women who are running for the Senate of their towns or the Senate of the state. These 14 women doing this in Texas. 14 conservative women, and there's nothing being done. There's nothing being printed about that at all whatsoever by the crony fake news media. Nothing being reported about this. Nothing. They're silent about it.
Yep. Because they don't care. Because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't fit their agenda. What they want to push.
This is historic. This is very historic. You know, and you know, did you know 5 of them are Latino Americans, and they came to this country legally, not illegal, legally.
That's right. And I tell people all the time, man, it's like, look, I don't think nobody has a problem. Nobody has my family, I'm married in, so I'm kind of like, part of my family is Democrat, the other part kind of, conservative, but it's crazy because I got a lot of Hispanic. I'm married into a Hispanic family.
That's cool.
And they got a very powerful opinion, but they're just a certain kind of breed. Like, I know plenty of Hispanics that love this country and come into this country legally, and they don't like the idea of just people coming in because they had to do it the hard way.
That's right.
They had to do it the right way.